Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. I am so excited for today's product because I love trying out foundations, and this here is a foundation balm, which sounds different and really fun, and it's from the brand KVD. It's the Good Apple Skin Perfecting Foundation Balm that I got in my January 2023 Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, which of course I have that unboxing video up here on my YouTube channel if you haven't seen it yet. And I got this in the shade Light 004, light number 4, but this has a great shade range. It's cruelty-free, vegan, and it's supposed to be full coverage but lightweight, and the finish on it is supposed to be, I think, how do they describe it, like a skin-like matte finish. So not dewy, not matte, but look like skin. And that's seriously what I look for with my foundations. I am so picky with my foundation because I want it to just look like skin, not makeup on my skin. And this retails for $40.50. I also really like the packaging on this, and it turns out it is completely recyclable too. So it doesn't have any sort of applicator, but it says you can apply it with your fingers, a brush, a sponge, and I'm going to try out all of those techniques to see what works best for my skin. So first things first, I'm just going to go ahead and pick it up with my finger. Oh my gosh, that is a lot creamier than I was expecting for this balm. I thought it was going to feel a bit more solid, but I was able to easily pick up quite a bit, and it does say a little goes a long way. So with this much on my finger, let's see what I can get. So right here on my cheeks, you can see I've got redness, which I love a full coverage foundation to try and cover up the redness. I also have large pores on my nose and the center of my cheeks. Some blemishes going on. Right away though, on my cheek, it's looking not smooth. Like it's almost as if it's settling into pores and creating texture. The coverage is decently full coverage and buildable here over the redness, but it definitely is going on looking dry. Yeah, it's looking heavy, cakey, dry, and it's settling into pores or like creating texture that I didn't even know was there. And when a foundation makes your skin look more textured, that is not good. Okay, let's try out a different technique. It blended out fine with my finger. It's not left with finger marks, but that dry texture is not good. Maybe if I use my dampened beauty sponge, it'll help it go on a little less dry looking. So let's try down by my chin. Definitely blending out very quickly and easily with the sponge, but still leaving behind good coverage. I was worried that with the sponge it would shear out the coverage a lot, but that's actually looking much better. On my chin, it is looking pretty smooth with texture, but still a very dry matte finish look. It's not settling into pores the way it is on my cheeks here, but it definitely leaves like almost a dryness layer. That's weird. Okay, let's try it on the other cheek so that we have a little bit more of an even comparison. Wow, I am very impressed by the coverage and the pigment that this has, and truly a little goes a long way. So even though it feels like you don't get much product in here, it actually will be able to last a decent amount of time. I'm trying to really blend it and smooth it over on the cheek, and I feel like that's working much better. Still that kind of dry layer of texture though, and still also settling into pores a bit. So it doesn't really look any different with the sponge versus blend it out with my finger. I'm just able to blend it further and faster with the sponge. I also have my foundation brush that I want to try. So picking up a little bit on the brush. Let's see how this is. The shade might be a little bit lighter for me, but I feel like it works okay, but the texture does not seem to be what I was hoping for. Yeah, just cakey and dry. Even on my forehead here, as I'm blending it out, it's a very thin layer, but it still has that kind of dry, cakey finish and texture on the skin that I do not like. It's a bummer because it's really nice coverage, good pigment. I like the texture of this. I like how it blends out and it applies, but I'm so picky with how my foundation looks on my skin. And this just, I wouldn't feel very comfortable being up close where people can see my skin and see the texture of all the foundation. It looks nice on camera, you know, like a virtual work from home day, this would be fine, but it just does not look quite skin-like enough for my preference. Like it's decent, but I just know there's better, more natural looking foundations out there that I would prefer over this one. And this one is pricey, but now that I have it completely applied to my face, it is nice from a distance, from on camera, because there's still that little bit of slight glow, like a slight skin-like effect to the finish, the way the light catches it. Like it looks like healthy skin, but you know, even though I'm not loving how it looks, I am going to continue wearing it because I'm curious as the day goes on. Maybe as the natural oils of my skin mix into it, it might look better, or it might get drier, more textured, or it might stay the same and therefore I'm not totally loving how it looks right now either. But I think I'm willing to give it some more time, some more wear, and see how it does. So if you've tried it out, let me know in the comments down below how it worked for your skin. Definitely a type of product that I'm like, maybe this would work better on oily skin, but then it also is the type of texture that's not necessarily great for oily skin that could potentially, like, you know, slip away as the day goes on. So I'm very curious how this works for different skin types. But thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.